What's up, guys? Impulse here, and today we're going to be doing a Infinite Warfare in-depth beta review. I know it's only been one weekend, but I think I can hit a lot of really good points about not only the game, but the COD community itself, because honestly, I think that really is what the in-depth review will mostly be about, is the COD community. But before we get to that, I just wanted to tell you guys a few things about the next coming days. I'm probably going to have to do Shoutout Saturday on Friday this week. I found out a few days ago that the wedding that I have to go to is on Saturday, so I won't be able to play the beta, and I've been going for nuclear lately, so that'll be a shame. Probably won't be able to get it. I wanted to upload that to the channel, but it's too bad. So that will, Shoutout Saturday will be Friday, and 100 or less is tomorrow. Anybody who has under 100 subs and has been commenting on the videos and following the rules is eligible. 100 or less tomorrow. And also, we'll be getting new outro, new channel art, and all that good stuff. We're trying to build the channel from the ground up as we're growing a little bit. I like the pace we're growing at. We're growing pretty slow. That's honestly how I actually want to grow on YouTube, believe it or not. But anyway, let's get right into the review. So if any of you guys, like gone to an event or like something that you didn't want to go to, but then, once you got there, you actually experienced the event, like, maybe going to church. Like, you didn't want to go to church, but then, if you just sat there for a little while, you got a lot out of it. I think this really sums up Infinite Warfare. The first day I played, number one, I couldn't get into a lobby. I mean, what do you expect from a beta? I mean, that's why they're testing it, because they haven't tested the servers. They've tested everything but the servers. That's a beta. And, that's just the testing part of the beta that people don't understand. I don't know why, because there's people complaining, the server should be perfect on the first day of the beta. No, they're not going to be. And as much as I complain about Call of Duty, I know I'm kind of being a hypocrite here. I don't care. There are some things that people need to know that are facts, and fact is that the servers will not be even close to good on betas. I mean, I went through the Battlefield 1 servers. They were not good at all. So you know what? I don't want to hear people whining about the servers. There's other things that we need to be focusing on when it comes to this beta that are problems. But anyway, to the good. Honestly, it really says a lot about Infinity Ward, to be honest, when they extended that beta. I did not expect that from Infinity Ward, and I know a lot of people probably didn't either. I really think that says a lot about Infinity Ward, not just because they extended the beta, but it could also mean a lot about, how they are as a developing team, and do they really care about our needs as a COD community? And I think they do. I think they care about it even more than Treyarch, to be honest with you, because Treyarch only really catered to the MLG fags and the sweats, and I hope that's not the case here in Infinite Warfare. They did a great job in Ghost, not catering to the MLG tryhards and sweats, so I think they'll do a great job here too, because it really, when you cater to everybody, the game is going to be good. And you know what, extending that beta, it really means that maybe they do care about us, maybe they do give a damn, and that's really important in my opinion. But anyway, let's get to the game itself. The multiplayer. There's problems. There's definitely problems, and I understand why people hate this game. Trust me, I've been on here, and I was a max level by Saturday. I know the frustration of this game. But honestly, I think the problem with the Call of Duty community is that they quit way too easily. There are people just complaining, oh, I played for one game and I shut it off. This game sucks. Oh, I'm just so bad. Oh, I'm just going to give up, please. What is this? Like, the COD community sucks. Okay, guys? Please, get that through your head. I'd say 75% of the COD community sucks. You guys here on my channel are part of the good 25%, I think. I don't think I have these people who just whine and complain, just turn off Infinite Warfare for one bad game. Sure, I complain. Sure, I complain about the game. Sure, I whine about the game. Sure, I don't like the game at times. Sure, I might want to break the game at times. But do I turn it off? Ever? No. I always try and get better. I'm always still on here at the end of the day. Always trying to get better. Obviously not like staying on 24/7. Hopefully not. I mean, I've done that this weekend probably. But I'm trying to really get better. I don't think quitting should be an option when it comes to this. People need to adapt to this game. This is not a game that you're going to be able to pick up and get good at. They need to accept that. Because I know, myself included, thought they were going to be able to pick up this game and get good at it right away. That's not the case. This is one of the only Call of Duty games, in my opinion, that you can't just pick up and be good at. This and AW, I think, in my opinion, weren't the games that you could just pick up and be good at. And this is a really, really tough game, and it's going to be one of the harder Call of Duties, to be honest with you. But I think through practice, and I already see differences in my gameplays. Like, I'm getting 50 kills a game. Now, I know I left here because I was going for a nuke, and I was still doing very, very well, but, I mean, it's just, I've seen differences in my gameplay, and I think my friends who've played with me can say the same. Putting the time in this game is important, just like anything in life. You need to put in the hard work to get results out of it. You can't just quit. You can't be a whiner. You can't be a complainer. You can't be like the other 75% of this COD community who whines and complains. But you don't want to also be like the the Activision cocksuckers like T. Martin and say the game's amazing when it's not, because that's blatantly lying. Because the game is not amazing, okay? No, it's good. It's not amazing. There are obvious problems, and the Activision paid people need to just, they don't have a valid opinion in this community, and they need to start knowing that. Because obviously there are channels dedicated to exposing those kind of people. 8 Thoughts, my favorite channel. He's one of them, and I always listen to him because, honestly, those people don't have a say in the COD community. Sure, they have subscribers, but they don't have a say or give a damn about Call of Duty. We all know that. Anyway, getting back to the game. I really think that the SMGs in this game need a massive nerf. From the FHR-40 is OP as balls. Like, one of the most overpowered submachine guns I think I've seen. Like, that thing has an incredibly fast fire rate with very little recoil, believe it or not. Like, it has a ton of range, and it is... it's the VMP, like, times 10. Like, if you guys thought the VMP was OP, even when they gave it all the nerfs, it was still a legitimate gun. Probably the best gun in the game, still to this day in Black Ops 3. But this gun needs to get nerfed, and as well as the Karma 45. I'm getting to that as well. That gun is probably even better, to be honest with you. It doesn't have a high damage profile like the FHR, and doesn't have an incredibly high fire rate, but it's just, I don't know, it's just so accurate that it melts you. And I actually think it does have a high fire rate. Don't quote me on that. But the Karma 45 is like the Vector from Black Ops 2 and MW2. It looks exactly like it. And honestly, I think those are guns that are really underrated in their respective Call of Duties. The Vector in Black Ops 2 is one of the most underrated guns in a game full of overpowered weapons, in my opinion. Black Ops 2 was full of some of the most OP weapons in COD history. That's why the 75% of the community loves that game. And I'm part of the 25% that thinks it's overrated, because pretty much every gun in that game was very overpowered and there was very little gun balance. Now, if these guns don't get nerfed, and the ARs, by the way, need a massive buff, the NV4 being one of the stronger ARs, but the, what's an AR that needs a buff? What's the KBR or whatever I think it is? Maybe a little bit of a buff there. The Type 1 needs a little bit of a buff with its single version. The dual wields are plenty OP, but when the ARs match up against the subs in this game, there are problems, and the subs win. It's just like every Call of Duty. The submachine guns are always overpowered, and they copy Treyarch in this, in my opinion, in this aspect. Just making the SMGs OP and stuff. But I think the hit detection is good, but also the hit detection, I was going to get to that. I know I had to kind of jump course, but the hit detection is good in this game, but it's not where it should be for an Infinity Ward game. Like, we've had great hit detections in Infinity Ward games. Everybody knows that. Call of Duty Ghosts had probably the best hit detection of any Call of Duty. Now, people could argue, oh, that's why everyone thinks it's bad. Well, I don't. I think Call of Duty Ghosts is a damn good game, actually. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it right now. A lot of you guys may know that about me. It was my first Call of Duty. It's a good game. It's exactly like this game, though. You have to put time into it. You can't just quit on the first day and whine and complain. Oh, this game sucks. I'm never playing it again. Sure, I say those things, myself included, but I don't mean them. I'm still on the game the next day, still grinding and still playing, because I love Call of Duty, and I don't think quitting the first day really says anything about you. I think it says that you're a quitter. Sure, I just quit my match there, but I was going for a nuke. But just disappointment. But anyway, as we're getting to the end of the video here, I just want to hit on a few things. The movements. The movements are, I don't know, they're the same as Black Ops 3, and I know a lot of people have been commenting that Infinite Warfare has copied a lot of things from Black Ops 3. Let me get this straight. There's a difference between copying and collaborating. Copying is literally taking the same thing, putting it into the game, no effort required. And at first, I thought the producers at Infinity Ward put very little effort into this game, and you could tell stuff was half-assed. Like the wall running, for example. That was half-assed, in my opinion. They put no effort into that. You can see it, because it's the same exact thing. But they're allowed to collaborate, like put their own specialists in. Although I don't like how they, like, literally use the same exact specialists from Black Ops 3. Like, you gotta come up with some new ideas. Like, I know there are a few in there that are a little bit new, but they gotta come up with some a little more creative ideas. And I think that could be a down for Infinite Warfare. But overall, I think this game is actually one of my favorite CODs, to be honest with you, once you play the game a lot. We'll see the next weekend. I won't have as much playtime on there. But anyway, guys, drop a like. Just tell me, guys, what you thought of it. It was a long review.